Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Science Explained. If you've ever wondered how your favorite apps talk to each other behind the scenes, like how your weather app knows it's raining outside, or how you can log into a website using your Google account, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into one of the most fundamental building blocks of modern technology, APIs. Don't worry if you're a total beginner. We'll explore it all in super simple terms, using relatable analogies, and we'll keep it engaging and fun. By the end of this video, you'll feel like an API pro. Let's get started. First things first, what does API even stand for? API is short for Application Programming Interface. Okay, that sounds a bit technical, right? But break it down, application just means software or apps. Programming refers to the code that makes things work. An interface is like a bridge or a middleman that connects to things. So put together, an API is basically a set of rules and tools that lets different software programs communicate with each other and share information smoothly. Think of it this way. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You sit down, look at the menu, and decide what you want, say a burger and fries. You don't go into the kitchen yourself to grab the ingredients and cook it. Instead, you tell the waiter your order. The waiter takes that request back to the kitchen, the chefs prepare your meal, and the waiter brings it back to you. In this analogy, the menu is like the API. It lists what's available and how to ask for it. The waiter is the API in action, handling the communication between you, the customer, or one app, and the kitchen, the server, or another app. Without the waiter and menu, everything would be chaos. API works exactly like that in the digital world. They make sure apps can order data or services from each other without getting into the messy details of how the other app is built. Now, let's get a bit more detailed on how APIs actually work. At its core, an API involves a request and a response. One app sends a request, like, hey, give me the current weather in New York. And the API on the other end processes that, fetches the data, and sends back a response, such as it's 72 degrees and sunny. This happens super fast, often in milliseconds, and it's all done through standardized rules so everyone speaks the same language. A common type of API you'll hear about is a REST API. REST stands for Representational State Transfer. But don't sweat the jargon. It's just a popular way to design APIs that's flexible and easy to use, kind of like how most restaurants have a standard menu format. For example, when you use a ride-sharing app like Uber, it might use a Maps API from Google to show your location and route. Your app requests map data, Google's API responds with the info, and voila, you see the map on your screen. Without APIs, every app would have to build everything from scratch, which would be like every restaurant growing their own ingredients, inefficient and crazy expensive. Let's see another relatable analogy to make this stick. Picture APIs as electrical outlets in your home. You have all sorts of devices, a lamp, a phone charger, a toaster, and they all plug into the same type of wall socket. The socket, the API, provides a standard way for your device's apps to access electricity data or services from the power grid, the server. You don't need to know how the power plant works or rewire your house for each gadget. Just plug in and it works. That's the beauty of AP, is they standardize connections so developers can build cool stuff without reinventing the wheel every time. Why are APIs so important? Well, they're everywhere in our daily lives, even if we don't realize it. Take social media. When you share a post from Instagram to Twitter, APIs handle that sharing. Or online shopping, when you pay with PayPal on Amazon, APIs securely transfer your payment info without exposing your details. In the business world, companies use APIs to integrate tools, like connecting a customer database to an email marketing system. This saves time, reduces errors, and sparks innovation. Fun fact, the explosion of APIs has powered the app economy. Think about how many apps rely on whether APIs, stock market APIs, or even AI APIs, like those from OpenAI. Without them, our digital world would be siloed and boring. But APIs aren't just for big tech companies. As a beginner, you can start playing with them too. There are free public APIs out there for practice, like ones that give random cat facts or movie quotes. Tools like Postman make it easy to test APIs without writing a ton of code. If you're into coding, learning APIs opens doors to building your own apps or automating tasks. One thing to note, APIs come in different flavors. Besides REST, there's SOAP, which is more structured like a formal contract, often used in enterprise settings, and GraphQL, which lets you request exactly the data you need, avoiding extra fluff. Kind of like customizing your restaurant order precisely. But for beginners, starting with REST is plenty. Alright, let's wrap this up. We've covered what an API is, a bridge for apps to communicate using analogies like restaurants and electrical outlets. We've seen how they work with requests and responses, real-world examples, and why they're crucial. If this sparked your interest, drop a like, subscribe for more tech breakdowns, and comment below. What's one app you use that you think relies on APIs? Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.